I would like to first thank the school board for inviting me to present this evening. For those of y'all who do not know me, I am Terry Gallivan, and today the presentation is on technology changes everything.
It's very smart. This is a tablet. It's really bright.
That's what technology does.
It makes things smart and bright.
Smart.
Smart, bright. This is a computer. A tablet.
They're all very smart.
Smart.
Right. When you connect them to the internet, they bring you knowledge.
Classes. Seminars.
Courses.
Yes, that's exactly what it does. It brings us to the world. As you know, this is the 21st century. We must join forces together to inspire our students to learn beyond the classroom walls. In this plan, this pilot plan for the 5th grade, I would like for our district to implement a hybrid learning environment for the 5th grade reading and writing. As you can see, this is for students at risk of failure, but we want to invite all students to participate in the program, where the hybrid class meets 4 days a week in the computer lab and 1 day in the traditional classroom setting. Our first goal is to designate an area in the school for the hybrid computer lab, similar to what you see here in the picture. The lab will be equipped with 30 computers, all the equipment necessary for such as microphones, camcorders, headsets, the computer furniture, the chairs, and other equipment we all deem to be necessary. The second goal is to have the teachers who have agreed to develop an online course for our 5th grade students for reading and writing. And the nice thing about this is an online course, the students can access it from their home anywhere they need to. This is great for our homebound students, our students who are absent due to illness, students who go on vacation, any reason they can access it. Our third goal is the main objective of this hybrid course is to raise our scores. As you've seen from the data, that our scores are lower than they should be. So we intend to raise the scores by 30% on this next STAR test. Our fourth goal is in creating an atmosphere that is inviting, where imagination, creativeness, exploration, curiosity, the students will want to learn. That is the most basic of teaching, is the ability to get our students to learn, to want them to learn. The fifth goal is where the scores will be increased, since the individual learning styles will all be met in this diverse, challenging curriculum. We know our students are going to increase, they're going to learn more, they're going to take responsibility for their own education. The sixth goal is where we create a foundation for lifelong learning. We want to be at the top of our technological game plan to get our students to be involved in their own education. We want them to explore the world beyond the classroom walls. We will give our students a great step into the 21st century of this technological world. Their learning is our future, and it depends on our students becoming lifelong learners. The plan, it is really simple here, is we've just got to come together. It is essential that we have a separate computer lab so there is no conflicts between the lower grade levels. We need to have at least 30 Dell laptop computers. Our equivalent is fine. We need to have the most current. We need to have the most current software. We need to have a student loan program for students that are homebound, or students that don't have access to the internet in their homes. We need to have computer desk and chairs. We need to have a reading area, so it invites children their students to do their work in a inviting environment. We need to have teachers' desks. We need to have a smart board available. We need to have the most inviting, appealing environment that we can possibly give to our students. Now, how will we know our scores are going up? It is where the district is going to provide benchmarks that resemble the STAR test. The first one will be given during the first week of school, so we know where to evaluate the students. How are they going to be growing if we don't have a starting point? At the end of every 9 weeks, we'll have another benchmark to show the progress that each student is making individually. We'll use these scores to measure the improvement. They will be compared to students who are not taking the hybrid course in the other schools within the district. But our projection is that we will raise the scores by 30% for the STAR test in the spring. Not the issue. We can get grants, we can get donations, and we can make a way if we try to. Our total cost for this project is roughly $42,000. The timeline is very simple. We need to get your approval to start this project. We'll meet with the principal at the school and see what requirements the principal would like for us to implement. We will submit purchase orders. Once we receive the purchase orders, we'll go ahead and order from the vendors. And then when we receive the inventory from the vendors, we will prepare the hybrid computer lab. We want to set up the chairs, the laptops, the smart boards. Once everything is in place, we'll have an open house where we invite you, the school board, to come and see what we plan on doing. We'll have the teachers and staff all come in to see our new hybrid computer lab. We will have the fifth graders and the parents open house so that we can educate each one on what is expected, because we're also going to need the parents' permission to enter their student into this new technological world. The school starts is when the hybrid course starts on August 26th. And in conclusion, I would like to say the opportunities for entering into the world of higher cognitive learning starts with a hybrid class. This is the right direction we need to be going. Students who do not perform well in the traditional setting, let's give them an opportunity to show us what they are really capable of doing. This is their moment to succeed. It is open to all students, but we're going to have a strong focus on students who are at risk of failure. We need to get our students to understand that this is their best opportunity. We want them to see the excitement we have, the exploration, the curiosity. It is going to grab them, and they're going to want to learn. That leads us to the financial startup should not outweigh what our students can achieve. The success of the hybrid learning course has been witnessed on the college and the university levels. There's other schools in the nation that have already started these hybrid courses. We need to get on board. We need to take this opportunity to have our students succeed. Thank you so much for your time tonight, and just give us the opportunity, give our students the opportunity for their future, for our future. Thank you.